What is up? What is going on? Dave at SVA Card Collectors. An excellent football weekend. If you guys had the Flick Chat, we were talking jibber-jabbering. And the big surprise, of course, was that the Baltimore Ravens were able to keep up with the Titans. No. Really, just wowie. That's all I got to say about that. Wowie. Titans really did an excellent job. I thought, like I said, I actually called it. One of them, one out of four I had right. But this, I had the direction of the game, and I thought the Titans would take the lead early. But I thought eventually the Ravens would come back and win it, and it just didn't happen. And so now you have Lamar Jackson with this stigmatism of choking in the playoffs. Now, he didn't have his best game in the world, but he still threw for over 300 yards. He had over 100 yards rushing. But the turnovers is really what killed him. And just, they had bad field position. They weren't able to get her done. They just crapped the bed. And so this is the second year. I think last year was a little bit different. They weren't, maybe they were figured, because they had a rookie quarterback. So I would give them that pass. But this time they were supposed to win that game. Vrabel's defense was on point, was ready. And even though he did run for over 100 yards, they really kept him bottlenecked. There was one big run, but for the most part, he really couldn't do much. And so they're moving on. And completely wrong about the 49ers game. They brought it to the Vikings, and Cousins is back to being a punk in the playoffs. Seattle game, they did make a rally and came back, but the Packers really looked pretty strong throughout that game. So Aaron Rodgers is going to be in it again. And what was the last game? The Chiefs dominated. Chiefs dominated after they were losing by 20. They went down by 21 or 24. That's the only game I actually did call. I thought Seattle would win, and I thought Minnesota was going to win. All the underdogs I had, except for the Chiefs. And so now you have the Chiefs and the Titans, and you have Packers and the 49ers. Now, the four quarterbacks we have going is Garoppolo, Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, and Tannehill. Tannehill, you can buy his cards for like $10 still. His Panini. I'm assuming it's 2012, so the more sought-after card is going to be Topps Chrome. I have not checked the prices on those. But if you think he's going to do something, now's the time to buy. Like I said before, Mahomes, I wish I had the money. There is a card right now, a silver for $1,300. I would buy that card. My problem is Andy Reid. He doesn't do too well in championship games, and that's where I'm hesitant. I would love to. I think the Chiefs are the better team, and they should beat the Titans. But the Titans got that little spark. They got that little, like the Falcons from, I forget what year that was, but from like 15 years ago. Or like the Colts from God knows how long, but they made it to the championship game. They almost beat the Steelers on that Hail Mary pass, and the guy almost caught it in the end zone. I think they were the Indianapolis Colts. That's how long ago. I think Jeff George was their quarterback. Anyway, they just have that spark, that's something that they just got hot at the right time, like the Giants. Giants went to win the Super Bowl. But the Giants, you had a couple of playmakers here. You have Henry, and they got that rookie wide receiver. I forget his name. But again, and you know what's the worst thing is? The Titans, you have Henry. I bet you can get his card cheap. That's what bothers me more than anything. His card should be going in crazy. It should be maybe not the quarterback as much as quarterback. It should be like $500-$600. It should be crazy expensive, and it's not. It's just not. So, maybe it definitely will have a bump. It definitely will go up, but not like the quarterbacks. But I think Mahomes' card, $1,300. I would definitely buy it if you have the money. That thing's going up. I know I was listening to Sports Card Investor, and he was saying, $1,800 was at its high. He goes to the Super Bowl, that thing's going way past that. The Chiefs winning their first Super Bowl with Mr. Mahomes throwing the ball all over the place. It's going to go for insane amounts of money. So if you have the money, drop it. If you can get a PSA 9, drop it. I'm telling you. Because even if they don't, just say he doesn't. Now this card has gone up, I think it was like $800, and now it's already been selling at $1,300 in like a couple of days. If not, I still think it's a great buy. It's still, Mahomes is going to be I'm not saying he's Tom Brady, but he's the next guy that's right there. He's the next guy up who's going to be, I think, of the upper echelon of quarterbacks for the future, for the next 10, 15 years. That's where I think he is. I might be wrong. Injuries might derail him, but that's what I think. And so his card at $1,300, I still think is an excellent buy. And I still think it is now, because I think that price is only going to rise until you get to the game, and I think it's going to get to 15, 16, 17. I think it's going to get close. And then who knows what happens. But that's what I feel. Now, there's really nothing coming out. There is Panini Revolution, which is coming out on January 17th. Now, Panini Revolution has those crazy galactic cards that are super hard to get and pretty expensive. I know that I saw a couple of Lucas going for like $700, right around that range. There was a BGS 10 that sold, but it was going for $10,000. I know it didn't go for that much, but it definitely went for a couple of thousand. They're nice looking cards. Now, with the box that you get 4 inserts, 8 parallels, 4 rookies. Did you get any? I'm trying to park here. I got silly parking I got to do here. I don't know if you get any. I'm sure you get autographs. It doesn't really say. But they're nice looking cards. I like the way they look. And right now they are selling per box. Oh, come on. Like $105. So they look nice. I definitely would pick up a box. They're cool. I wouldn't expect you getting a galactic out of it, but I'm trying to see. I don't see any autograph. I'm sure if I read more, I just didn't do that much research on it, as you can tell. Yeah, there's only average 6 per case. That's what I thought. I didn't think there was because they usually say, hey, there's an autograph. And I think you get 16 boxes per case. So autographs are going to be a little bit of a premium here. But I do like the way they look. They look nice. And I guess if you do get an autograph and you get somebody like a rookie, it's going to be that much better. So you have that going. So I think I'm going to go back to football. Lamar Jackson, I don't think it's going to be this crazy drop-off for his silver. There will be a drop-off. I'm telling you now. It was like $1,700. I saw the last one was like $1,724 or something like that. I think it will, you're not going to see as many because people are not going to try to sell these silvers. And it's going to go down slowly because it'll trickle out the supply. And as it's trickling out, people are going to bid, but they're not going to be as overly as aggressive. I think it's going to take a dive. And then just like everything else, once football season starts coming around, the hype, Lamar Jackson, everyone's be like, oh, he had an MVP type season. Well, he should win the MVP. But they'll start getting amped up again, and the cards will start moving in the right direction. Deshaun Watson, if you have faith in him, he played well. I mean, second half, maybe not so much, but scored 31 points. It's not the reason why they lost. They lost because of their defense, and Mahomes just went nuts. So if you have faith in Deshaun Watson, it's a good time. His cards are pretty low. I think it was a PSA 10 for like 200, 250, something crazy. I'm going to look it up here because I'm parked, so I'm not driving around. But Watson, PSA 10. Prism, $185 you can get his rookie Prism. I don't think that's a bad buy at all. That tip was brought to you by some crappy coffee. And there's another one for $240. But there's bids at $123. You can pick it up for $185. So that's the lowest. And then there's a ton of auctions. But I don't know what the previous were going for. 200, 196, 250, 225, 189, 199, 199, 170, 199. All right, so 185 to 200, 199, right around there. That's where it's going. Not a terrible thing. I mean, yeah, they got to get into the Super Bowl for it to really pump up, or he needs to have like an MVP type season to really ratchet that up. But if you're looking for a lower cost card, that may be something to look at. Might not be the best time to buy because it's still dropping a little bit, but just a card to watch out for if you're looking for football cards. And Aaron Rodgers, and his card is going to go up. It'll just go up because he went to the Super Bowl and people are looking at his card now. I don't think it's going to double in value or anything like that. His is already priced probably appropriately. Yeah, I mean Garoppolo. I think if he wins the Super Bowl, his cards are going to go bonkers. So they're on the cheaper end that you can get compared to the other guy. Well, compared to Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, Tannehill. I don't think anyone's going to beat that. $10 you can get his Panini Prism. Imagine, man, he wins. Imagine that guy wins a Super Bowl. Oh God, like that would be crazy. That'd be goddamn crazy. All right. One last thing I want to talk about. Some people have reached out and I still haven't contacted them, and for that I'm sorry. I'm just a lazy bum because I want to give it the time to do the research and think it thoroughly, and I haven't. But what I would like to do is, if you could do for me, is I do have links in like eBay links where if you click on it and you buy stuff, I'll get like a certain percentage. There's nothing crazy. I think it was like 5%, and then it dropped it to 4%. Damn the man. Now, what was I doing with this money? I wasn't making crazy money, $20, $30. Oh, I would buy a car or something like that. Last time, I think the most I've ever had was like $200. I think this last 2 months ago, or last month was like $98. But what I would like to do is buy cards, buy boxes of cards, open them up for everyone so they could take a look at it. We can make fun of the guys as I'm going through, and then I'll give these cards away. And what I can also do is I'll show you guys, hey, this is how much I made for the month. So there's some transparency. Maybe I'll keep a couple of shekels, but I'll just buy cards. I'm not going to pay my mortgage with it. But really what I want it for is so I can create content, videos, and buy boxes. And what I'm going to do is just give those boxes away. So it's like, hey, we did it. If you're part of my email list or if you're part of the Flick Chat group, just give them away. Give it away now. So if you could do me that favor, that'd be great. I'm sure I have eBay links all over the place. If you could just find one, you go on my website, you can go on any article, and I have one there. Just click on them. If I say, hey, go buy something, and it might be already sold out. It doesn't matter. Once you click that link, if you buy something within that day, I get the money for it. Again, it's just so I can reinvest it in the channel and reinvest it in you guys. It's not something I'm making bank on, bro. All right? So you guys know what to do. SV8cardcollectors.com. Download the FlickChat app and buy some cards to go broke. Later.